After a tumultuous time for Activision Blizzard, in regards to a never-before-seen drop in WoW players,
World of Warcraft almost certainly has less than 2 million active players right now.
The company behind future smash hits like $60 level 60 boost, and the cat mount Meowdy has come out with a preview of patch 9.2 for World of Warcraft. Now, beforehand, obviously this is just a preview of a few directions and designs coming in the patch, and all my respect goes to the devs who are trying their best to deliver some quality material to save a depleted and dying player base in, ironically, an expansion about gathering literal essences of life. So what is it we've been served so far? First off, we're going to Zereth Mortis, the center of all creation. All of it. It's the heart of the Warcraft universe, filled with unfinished prototypes like chickens, spiders, and shards of domination. There's also these creatures who's speaking in Skrillex, but it's actually a pretty cool idea to unlock the words being spoken over time for our primitive ears. I like it, points to the devs, but
as a team, we were really trying to make this place as alien as possible, so we really wanted to make everything feel completely unique and completely different. Our trees here are floating.
Yeah, we've never seen that before.
It's actually unlike any other water that we've seen before. This is actually water that we can walk on.
Yeah. But no, I get it, it's pretty cool, just a funny way to put it given the existing water walking technology we already occupy. But again, like the idea of the whole like different dimension almost underneath the water, I'm excited to see what that looks like. Generally, I think the zone looks fine, the fog area is cool, but nothing that really blows my mind when I think heart of the universe. I would have probably expected a bit more spacey vibes, some Ulduar push to the extreme type beat, but it's fine. Then there's the raid sepulture of the first ones, which, if we ignore all the rough lore, looks pretty cool. I like the floating vape pens, and nobody is surprised to see yet another Dreadlord. At this point, they've been given such a dominant role in the Warcraft meta that they must somehow be in possession of Bobby Kotick's nudes. But now, let's get to the big meat, no phrasing, of this preview. Listen, I know that not many of my fellow citizens follow me here or will agree with me, but I, for as long as I can recall, have adamantly taken the very weird stance of wanting class-specific tier sets back. Yes, I enjoy being controversial, thanks for asking. But look at these, finally, class-specific tier sets are back, a cool concept art. Look at this hunter, they can't possibly oh yeah, no, that doesn't look great. I genuinely don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I don't think the in-game sets captures much of the aesthetic of the concept art. Like, yeah, it looks roughly the same, but look at this poor warrior. He's a walking orgy of rectangles and hexagons, and the monk looks like she just leveled through Mr. Pandaria. The Pala, Rogue, and Shaman are okay, but as this tweeter said, it looks like Mother made all the armor in this expansion, Uldir basically, and although I thought Khazanathria had some cool stuff, I agree that it all feels just a little bit boring for a creation of the universe set, because that's what this is supposed to be, but does it really live up to that aesthetic? We went from a design like this to the shape of a hammerhead shark, and while I previously mentioned that the Pala set is okay, look at the arm plates, the contrast between the in-game and concept art version. It was such a cool detail before it literally fell flat, and don't even get me started on the metal sandals. I'm sorry, it looks silly. Obviously, the mythic set is gonna look better and more ambitious, but that really shouldn't mean that the others should be this boring. Wait for the mythic set. It's not a valid excuse in my world. And I'm sorry, but this chainmail design is something I'd hope we left at level 24. It's just underwhelming. I'm sorry, none of these are even top 5 or 10 best looking sets for their respective classes. Wrathgear was more interesting, and that's 12 years ago. Oh well, besides this, nothing much has been revealed. Some promises of a change of gameplay philosophy in regards to systems, yada yada. That's probably coming in the future. But regardless of what happens next, players who already like Shadowlands physically cannot be disappointed with this patch. It's either gonna be more of what they already like, or something much better, let's be honest. It would be an unprecedented failure if they managed to make it even worse than before. What I fear is whether or not they'll be capable of making a big enough leap to excite people like myself. I really love Warcraft, okay, so anything I ever say is not out of spite. I'm not some basement dweller over here spamming copium whenever anyone has something positive to say about the game. I hope, Blizzard, that you make a big leap. Be ambitious. Please don't base your game off of fun-sucking engagement numbers and just look around you. There's plenty of inspiration to take from, 2 examples being intricate player housing and more casual content that's just for fun and not a means to grind some cosmic dust to forge your 48th legendary item. And it would truly be a sign of creative bankruptcy if you, of all game companies, can't find the means to achieve something besides mission tables, conduits, and world quests for us casual players. I would love it if the game was more than raids and dungeons, because besides that, it just feels so empty. And I know some commenters gonna go, just do some mount farming, or level some alts, that's what I have fun with nowadays. And look, Blizzard, this is the state of your casual content. People choose voluntarily to level 20 goddamn alts just to escape the black hole that is in-game casual content. And I don't care, level your alts if that's what you like, but the lengths I would go to, the amount of mindless herb picking I do to afford my own home filled with objects I've collected, the statues of raid bosses I've killed, running a bar, a bed and breakfast, a family restaurant. I'd do anything, maybe even run Torghast. But until then, I'll be playing The Sims, I guess. Well, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of all this. See ya.